And here we go, the main event of the evening. Jeremy Pacatiw against Noy Francisco in the 135-pound division of PXC Laban MMA.
Coming to you from Baguio Convention Center, Baguio, Maguingay! As we bring you PXC Laban MMA's main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter. He stands at a height of 5 feet and 7 inches, weighing in at 135 pounds. He has an MMA record of 8 wins and 1 loss. From Nabas, Aklan, fighting out of the Elements Real Men MMA, Noy Francisco!
Noy Francisco, 8-1 in his career. His last win in PXC Laban MMA, unanimous decision against Arik Zarco. And he wants to add to his win column tonight.
Yeah, I told him yesterday, I said, Noy, I'm so glad that you went to the parlor for your fight. He looked at me and laughed. He's got some hair color in his hair. Pag nag-usap ko kaya kahapon, talaga natawanan na lang kami. Sabi ko, hindi ko namukhaan eh. But he came in, he was ready to go. He's a very humble guy. He's a strong guy too, he's tall. So I want to know if his height is gonna actually play a role. His length is much longer than his opponent. They say that they're the same height, but he looks a lot longer than his opponent at the weigh-ins yesterday.
And if he maintains his reach, his distance, you know the saying in the fight game, you cannot hurt what you cannot hit. That could be the strategy of Noy Francisco tonight against his opponent, Jeremy Pacatiw, entering in just a moment.
Kulang na lang samurai. Mamukha siyang samurai warrior dito.
And he is fighting out of the Elements Real Men MMA, freestyle fighter. He may be quiet now, but in just a few minutes he will be making noise inside the territory.
And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA fighter, standing at a height of 5 feet and 7 inches, weighing in at 135 pounds. He has an outstanding MMA record of 6 wins and 0 losses. From Kapalan, Benguet, fighting out of Team Lakay, Jeremy Pacatiw!
He is undefeated so far in his amateur career. His last 3 wins, a split decision against Jordan Lobida, a unanimous decision against GR Castillo, and a submission victory via rear naked choke against Jeff Miron is Jeremy Pacatiw.
Yeah, this kid has earned the right to be on the main event. Even at 19 years old, he's the second 19-year-old on the card. He's been a heavy hitter though when he has swung. Really excited to see him come in. I love giving the young guys a chance. Let's hopefully just cross our fingers to see if he has enough in him to come out with the victory tonight, representing Team Lakay. He's got his hands full though in Noy Francisco.
In the fight game, even for the younger fighters, there's no such thing as a one-hit knockout or a one-pull submission victory. Behind that is a whole life of sacrifice, of hard work, of blood, sweat, and tears for Pacatiw and for Francisco. It could culminate in a big win tonight as we take a look at the tail of the tape brought to you by Red Horse Extra Strong. Lakas ng tama, pero di wasak. Red Horse Extra Strong, the #1 beer. Ito ang tama.
Well, we got Jeremy's 19 and Noy's 25. They both say they stand at 5'7". This is going to be strength versus wit. You got freestyle versus MMA. You got Lakay versus Element. This is the main event, man. This is what it all comes down to.
You've seen both guys in action. What do you think is the best approach for them as we begin round #1?
Well, for the lengthwise of Noy Francisco, I actually feel like we're going to see Jeremy probably go for an early on takedown. Those long arms are going to be awesome in the jab game. But at the same time, we know Jeremy has some heavy arms, so, you know, let's see what happens.
3 rounds at 135 pounds in our main event of the evening. And our referee in charge of the action, Jethro Jetman Chugalao.
You're already given instructions, okay? Listen to my commands at all times, okay? Touch gloves, back to your corner.
Wow.
Round number 1 brought to you by Red Horse Extra Strong Beer. Lakas ang tama, pero di wasak. Red Horse Extra Strong, the number 1 beer. Ito ang tama.
This is round number 1.
Well, just in case, James, we don't get to say again, I want to wish you a huge happy birthday. Ooh.
Thank you so much, and we hope we get a good main event. Pacatiw gets him up in the air, but couldn't put him down.
Wow, Noy came out with 2 straight hands that kind of caught him off guard as he gets taken down now, but Noy has good position over the neck. See if he turns it.
Side control.
Yep. Noy's trying to push him over. He puts that right hand under there and puts it on the abdomen of Jeremy Pacatiw. He could maybe flip him over. Now they're up against the fence, so it's unlikely that's going to happen.
We'll start out on the ground now in round number 1.
Ooh, nice body.
Pacatiw in the Team Lakay red, black with a Philippine trim for Francisco. Pound and pound now for Francisco.
Is Noy Francisco going to be able to?
Oh, look at this. Get that! Hey, Pacatiw.
They'll go back. I'm sure that in the mind of Francisco, he wants to be the first one to give Jeremy Pacatiw his first loss. You know, that's always in the past, you know, history of fighting. You always want to be the first one to hand somebody that has no losses. You want to give them that loss because they're going to remember you for their whole career. As we return again.
And another one.
And another one. Uh-oh. His neck might be had.
RNC in the making.
Got both hooks in. He's going to do
ground and pound.
left and right. He's trying to flatten him out, but Noy's doing the right thing. He's turning. Very good job on his. He did end up in full mount, but at least his back was not giving up there.
Time in dominant position now, more for Jeremy Pacatiw. Do you like it better when he's pinned towards the side of the cage or when you're in the middle?
Well, when you're in the middle, you have nowhere to go. You can't press off like so right here. You can press off the cage and help to get a reversal. Looks like we are going to go into the second round. 10 seconds there for the first round. But yeah, you want to be off the cage. You want to push off the cage and try to get that reverse.
And that ends round number 1 in our main event. Pacatiw versus Francisco. Did eat some vicious ground and pound towards the end of round number 1. He's getting stretched right now by his corner. We'll see if that hip is tightening up because that's what you usually stretch. Maybe the hamstring.
Seconds out.
Yeah, well, when you cut weight and you don't rehydrate afterwards, that's a very big, huge cramping factor.
Round number 2 brought to you by Red Horse Extra Strong Beer. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak. Red Horse Extra Strong, the number 1 beer. Ito
Ladies and
ang
gentlemen,
tama.
this is round number 2.
As we get going under round number 2, I'm sure it's going to be a great round here. Looking forward to some stand-up. Say hello to my family in Bohol, Leander, Tina, and Penn. I'll see you guys on Monday morning. Miss and love you guys and all my family in Bicol, Catanduanes, Touch of Grace Ministries. Ooh, knee. Wow.
Look at the toughness of Pacatiw. Taking that and taking him down.
I would really love to see a replay of where that actually hit as Pacatiw is
down.
going crazy.
He's letting his fist fly.
Oh, and his neck is now tied up. It looks like it's deep.
Does he have
He's
enough
trying
though?
to fight.
Pacatiw,
Wow.
let's go.
Wow, Noy Francisco fighting for dear life here in the second round.
Pacatiw hammering away again. Rights and lefts, relentless on the attack.
One or two of those snuck through and got through his defense there. As Pacatiw jumps off a full, jumps out of, wow, full mount. He goes into full guard. Went to side control there, and then he got caught up in the full guard. He's going to stand up and go ahead and put pressure on the neck of Noy Francisco. Francisco looks pretty calm. See how he's straightening out the legs so then he can get his guard up a little higher.
Key here here for Pacatiw to stay active as well as Noy Francisco, who earlier was able to escape and reverse several dangerous situations.
Oh yeah, and he just moved his head out of the way of that strong right hand. As Pacatiw comes up with another left hand and comes a little short.
If you're underneath and you're into full guard, what are your options, talking about Francisco?
Well, we've talked about the butterfly guard. We've talked about not being flat on your back. Go to one side of your hips. We talked about getting your legs up to go to Og de Plata, or you can go into a triangle as he's pulling up his leg like that. Or you could push away. So you got a couple of options there, but I mean the last place you really want to be is flat on your back. You're taking all your options out by just remaining flat on your back. You got to go to one side or the other, or you got to go into butterfly guard. But Noy is active, and he's lean, so he's been able to throw a couple punches from that position. We saw that flying knee was beautiful, but here we are down on the ground again with a minute left in the second round. They're picking away at each other, but still, wow, nice right hand there from Pacatiw.
Definitely continues to score as he launches the offensive from a dominant position. Push off the cage is Noy Francisco. He's just working hard, closing that gap. Not allowing Pacatiw to gather more power on the ground and pound.
That last fight was pretty good. 10 seconds here in the second round. These guys are picking at each other. They're working away. Both are staying active as Noy eats a couple punches.
Just like round number one, Pacatiw with a grounded pound and round number 2. More action when we come back.
If you miss and your partner advances on you, you can be put up in a position just like that.
Well, for round number 3, what do you finally hope to see if either Francisco or Pacatiw want to hammer out the victory?
Well, as you said with your birthday wish, man, more action. I'd like to see these guys stand up for at least more than half the round to see their skills striking.
Round number 3 brought to you by Red Horse Extra Strong Beer. Lakas ang tama, pero di wasak. Red Horse Extra Strong, the #1 beer. Ito ang tama.
Mga kaibigan, everybody here at Baguio Convention Center, this is the third and final round of our main event of the evening.
A disheveled look on the face of Noy Francisco, but he's not giving up. Pacatiw smiles as we begin the final round.
Nice leg check. Check again.
Simultaneous hit.
Switches stance. Here we go. Finally some striking. Come on, keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Both guys have a mutual respect for each other as Pacatiw backpedals. See, there we go again. It's dangerous. He's going for that awesome thing. Oh, taken down and then reversed, and he ends up in full mount.
So Pacatiw continues to score with those multiple takedowns.
Well, if they get technically that takedown there could have been on the part of Noy Francisco, but at the end of it, Pacatiw lands in a full mount, and we're back up to this tie-up. And I wouldn't be upset if the referee was to stand them up and let them start going at each other again. Because last round we saw this for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. They were hitting each other, but still not doing as much as they possibly could. So let's see if referee Jethro take the chance to stand them back up and let them punch it out again.
There's Pacatiw now trying to establish some distance.
There we go.
Uppercut.
Nice start.
Oh! Francisco catches him.
I think it was a slip as Noy was going for that uppercut. Once again, Jeremy Pacatiw is on top with Noy kind of just holding on. Gotta scoot your hips out there, buddy. Take your hips to your left. Wall climb on the cage.
And especially in situations like this one, if you're the one underneath, your options are severely limited if you're not this experienced and you're not aware of the options that you can actually do.
Hence the fact that, let us remind everybody, these are still amateur fights. These guys got a lot to learn. They're doing a great job putting on a good show. Nice knee to the body there for this match. There we go.
Here we go.
Finally, stand up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't waste any time. Here we go. Let's go.
Both fighters are actually breathing from their mouths now. It's been a considerable amount of energy wrestling on the ground.
We definitely know that Jeremy Pacatiw at 19 years old, entering up here, probably has pretty good cardio as he eats a nice left hand. As Noe is swinging for the fences. Jeremy takes him back down though, with definitive takedown. Body sweep. Ends up in position again as they lock it up.
You have to give credit to Pacatiw sticking to his game plan.
Oh yeah, 10 seconds left in the third and final round. Looks like we're gonna have a Lakai winner here tonight. Crowd's going wild.
And that's the end of the
And a show of
match.
sportsmanship to end the main event of the evening. We will go to the scorecards.
Here is our official results. This bout comes to an end. And a winner via decision from the red corner. And still undefeated, improving his record to 7 wins and 0 losses from Team Lakai, Jeremy Pacatiw.